Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Aetheris, where we continue our adventure now. A little short-handed. And we're just gonna do our best, you know? We've got a little bit of a lead on the Shade. We've got some powerful stuff going on. We're not necessarily like super doomed. After a long road, you're getting closer to what looks like a nosy village. A nosy is walking in the center of the place. When you ask them what they're doing, they answer that they are a dowser, looking for water. From what they tell you, all you need to do is stand straight, a paw in front of you, holding a stick of wood or a pendulum. Do you wish to try? I think it's interesting that the mystical thing to do is to remain skeptical, but this Cadmus is certainly good at mystical things. You ask for more information. That doesn't go over so well, apparently. All you get is a harsh no. They won't reveal any of their secrets. You shrug it off and leave the village. It was probably a bunch of nonsense anyway. I mean, this is probably right. Okay, Miriasark. That thing has 520 HP. What the fuck? Well, this bodes ill immediately. At least it's alone. The Miriasark is no other than a full-grown Miriapace at the height of its power. It's hard to know which is more fearsome. Its cry, capable of stunting its enemies, probably stunning, that's what they meant, or the cloud of toxic ether it can spread in the atmosphere. So, okay, it's got this stuff. Charges, it really is just a Miriapace, huh? This is a point-blank thing. Oof, 40 to 52. Yeah, so it's just a Miriapace that hits really hard. Okay, well, not a lot to be done there. We probably all want to be on the same side of it, just to, you know, keep it from moving towards some people and away from others, and then we're chasing it constantly, and it gets to go first. Could be bad. Could have been worse. So, let's get you that spiritual assault, which you dodge because you are a monster. And then I'm going to energy transfer, actually. Let's hook up Naudus a little bit. We'll get offline with this thing so that it doesn't have the charge again. And then, I don't know, we got to just like jump it, right? It's not going to kill us in one turn. I don't think I need to activate Great Warrior yet. So let's stick the headbutt. Or let's never hit it successfully with an attack ever in our entire lives. How about that? How about that as a plan? Alright. We did a small amount of damage. We live. I think that... Do we want to spend a turn just throwing up traps? If we can get them to step on more than one tile of our traps, it adds up to a meaningful amount of damage really quickly. Like more than a weapon strike for sure. So we'll spend a turn stacking them. Go ahead and delay you as well. Okay, delay successful. Do I want to thrust him now? Or we could go for the bewitchment. What if you just didn't do stuff this turn? Okay, you have been appeased. I'm not going to thrust. We are going to spiritual assault, of course. And then put ourselves just kind of over here on the far side of the traps. If he would like to make stuff happen, he can deal with those. Yeah, alright, we're doing it. Unfortunately, I can't just steal his turn again. Was it the case that we don't want to be adjacent to each other? I guess, like, he can ether smoke more than one of us. Yeah, I should probably back up. Well, we don't want to be in a position where he can be adjacent to both of us at the same time. We have to create a little bit of space. Okay, beautiful. Only 14 damage, though. Damn. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad at all. I don't know that it matters which tile we approach him from, and then just stab, stab, stab. And what's more, stabbing. Okay, well, listen, we tried. What else can you... Jeez. Okay, wow, that's just a whole fucking murder there. Well, that's probably the end of the run, huh? That was a horrifying amount of damage. So the vicious trap, yeah, I think I'm gonna like move to here and lay down one of these. And I guess try to delay him again. I don't know that it matters. I don't see us winning this battle. Do I want a Great Warrior now? I'm gonna be aggressive here and hold off. Remember, it only lasts for a few turns and we can't use it again after we fire it, so have to be sure. Ugh, I wish they couldn't dodge the traps. Throw down the really good trap, and then you just be very careful how you approach. I don't have the movement necessary to headbutt. Okay, but we're stacking up the bleed at the very least. That's something. And openly fleeing. He does get the tunnel vision, doesn't he? We're not going to be able to reach him this turn, so I suppose maybe it's time. I will try to lead him in a circle around the traps, keep him walking through stuff as best we can. Oh wow, that was a big scary animation. So if I try to lay this down, it lays down in that shape. I wish I could rotate this. It doesn't seem like I can. I wonder if I might be better off just taking the shot. Leaving myself enough movement to, continue to run away like this. And then we're regenerating our SP. We may as well continue to delay. This turn we get a shot at the headbutt. Alright, good. We might get him. Kind of depends on how much we can get him to step on the traps and how many times he dodges. And also how many turns he does stuff like that where he doesn't actually attack, which is like very helpful to me. Alright, we are doing our best to play keep away. We are continuing to score brutal murders. Why did you move? I clicked attack and he walked around and attempted to trigger the trap. Do I think I'm going to get him to step on the vicious trap? Probably not. But I can end my turn right here. Okay, 25 damage out of that. That's not so bad. Especially considering it may not be over yet. 47 is not great. 47 is not where we want to be, considering what we saw him do to Katniss. But if he's going to spend his turns throwing intimidation, maybe we're okay. Well, I mean, we'd be more okay, obviously, if we were hitting. I do think we're going to get out of this at least, but not with much in the way of tools for surviving the future. And I guess, like, thrust is damage, but it also makes him less likely to walk on traps. And it's not very much damage, right? So I think we can probably hold off. Well, he is having a hell of a time. It's something, you know? It's something. Alright, this is very sad. Two of us are level 8 now. Let's pick up some more empathy skills, because these are working out as like interesting combinations with what he's already got going on. How valuable is defense for someone who has Great Warrior? Are we better off just getting max HP to buy us time and room to use Great Warrior safely? I think so. And then I wouldn't mind some more passives. Your heals give bonus heal. Okay, dance seems pretty good. We're just going to keep clicking this button because it's fun every single time. Oh, I would like the crit chance probably. And then, do we need more actives? I kind of feel like we don't. As much as that's probably like a pretty good one. Traps inflict bleed, and like a pretty good bleed. Or gain an AP when an allied trap is triggered. I don't think this is likely enough to give us an extra action on most turns, but malintent should be very good for us. Yeah, we're getting strong. Pellet rifle with bonus crit damage. Is that better than my current gun? It might be. The damage range was really high. Pardon me. With a high-pitched growl, the Miriasark finally succumbs to its wounds. We should search its lair, right? The lair of the beast is empty. You only find the bones of Vezards. Well, we could use a couple of allies. Let's get to gluing them together. Too late to put a seed in their mouths. You pick up the weapons they left after dying here. You pick up an unknown weapon which you decide to name Copper-Plated Pistol. Okay, interesting. Small weapon seems to draw its power from a strange yellow liquid. Huh. Okay, so 30 to 48. I actually don't think that does end up being better. This we could fire twice. It doesn't have that same... I don't know. I think we're sticking with the desert rifle, actually. Okay, we can just sit down for a second. We should probably rest, right? Mikolos probably needs it. But I'm thinking, like, we're going to want to go into the boss fight with full health. So maybe what we do right now is just run with the intention of resting at the next camp. And if we can't survive this fight without needing to have rested before it, then we probably weren't going to make it through the area anyway, right? From a high point of view, you gaze at the rocky terrain. You're going to need some good rope. How do you craft that? I do not think we should rob the nosies. Hey, what do we have, you know? You look for the string in your bag. Don't make ropes out of string. Yep, okay. It's a lesson we're about to learn, I think. The rope is all tangled, and you spend hours getting it straight again. While focusing on the task, you hear some growling behind you. Holy hell, we lost like half a run there. That feels a little harsh. Okay, some drip boxes, which still have a ton of HP. Even the small enemies have a ton of HP now. I fear we may be getting outscaled, and obviously being down people is going to exacerbate this. I think it's as ready as we're getting. Yep, everybody's always got some kind of shriek to emit. On the road. Okay, not actually the name of anything that they know how to do. Burrows underground, digs an exit. Yeah. Well, that seems like a problem, doesn't it? So you have 90 HP. We might be doomed, friends. I guess this is the most damage we're likely to be able to set up. I suppose I didn't really think about what it was going to mean for our man here. This only has a 2-tile range. And I can't affect you while you're still in your dug state. I mean, we could throw up Great Warrior now. It's so unlikely to matter in the next 6 turns, is the thing. Maybe I do just... Yeah, I feel really silly, but I am just going to run across. Should have thought about that. That's good damage, though. You know what? Every little bit, right? So what's the story with all these extra Grifoxes? Seems like a problem. Okay, you only have 3 bleeds. You are going to survive as things stand currently. I guess let's fix that. Or not. What if I didn't, though? Yeah, this has turned into a little bit more serious of an ambush than I was thinking. We're still going to give chase. Hooray, I did it. Oh. Yeah, this bodes pretty ill, I think. Well, at least we get to go early. So, let's throw down this trap and then... Lowering people's initiative is probably not actually even useful in this situation. Yeah, I guess, like, it's worth doing, I suppose. Who knows? Maybe it'll make a difference. There's like, actually no reason not to. I think it's the most important factor there. God, it gets really hard to hit everything. Okay, well, we're gonna need to hit Warrior. Actually, we may not get the opportunity. Well, this one's just running away. They're both just running away, weirdly. Not what I would advise in their situation. Are you bleeding? You are bleeding, so I don't need to worry with you. We can do that and lure a bunch of them into the thing. You definitely need to fire Great Warrior now because you're never going to get another chance, probably. And then just pursuit, right? And don't forget about the burrowing. What a fun mechanic. This is gonna leave our shooter with nothing to do. I guess I can, you know what? This is the turn to play great strategist on myself. And then I don't actually know that I want to move. If enemies want to hunt me, I want them to hunt me in the trap field. How dare you attempt to your attempt to deal lethal claw damage to me? The answer, sadly, is easily. That is how they dare. Yeah, I do wish Nautis had picked up, I don't know, a grenade or something. Just some ability to deal. Oh wow, they're just gonna continue summoning more of these things forever? That's very rough. Do you have range? You do. Not on any of the big ones, but we can maybe drop this thing. Nope, never mind. That was a crit and everything. Okay, pretty decent. Got ourselves a little bit of a focus here. I actually kind of wish they were hitting him because he still gets Berserker for hits that he takes while he's in Great Warrior, right? Yeah. So we actually want him to take as many shots as possible here. Every little bit adds to the damage output. Right, continue to pursue at maximum speed. Now we just gotta focus all the actual damage on the big ones. Alright, we're stacking it up. Well, that's frustrating. What is their dodge chance, out of curiosity? Yeah, 15. It's not super likely you'll see a double dodge like that. I can't get this window to close. There we go. Just had to wait for the turn to advance enough. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Try to leave a little bit of room so that the foxes might still pursue not us. Alright, all of the Berserker in the world doesn't matter if I can't actually land my attacks. So this is where things kind of have to turn around a little bit. What you bleeding for? Lethal. Okay. So we'll move up here. And actually I will not finish the job. I have run out of resources. Well, take this. I don't think we're going to get this done in time. Look at the raw number of enemies. Unless the summons evaporate when we kill the big ones. That's kind of what I'm angling for right now. We're totally doomed. Alright, not a bad turn, all things considered. These burrows are just going to stop me from moving. Wow, this is a hell of a shot. That stacking crit damage bonus over time is like potentially really useful. You have to get a little bit lucky, but it can be a very powerful thing. Alright, well, I think we are seeing the end here. Morning, +2 strength. Is that really how that works? Is that is that how we are mechanically conceptualizing grief in this universe? There's one thing I know about being in a state of mourning, it's that it makes you physically stronger. Alright, does Mikolos live to shoot again? He does. He does. Oh, that's the end of my... well... He lives to shoot again, but his AP is completely fucked. Well, there you go, friends. Right, Mikolos still had his spirit. That's wild. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do here. Is there a concede button? Can I just have Mikolos lay down? Sure doesn't look like it. Well, in that case, take this. Howl indeed. The creature did not howl, it just said calmly and plainly in English the word howl. Wow, do I really get to go first? That's wild. Come on, big crit. Ah. I was kind of hoping we could take this thing down with us. Yeah, the fact that you actually do have to kill all of the enemies summoned with On the Road, which is a skill that the Grifoxes don't even seem to have when we look at their skill bars, I don't know how you would manage this. You have to blitz them down so fast. I can't believe they barely got there. Like, we were a single dodge away from getting another initiative roll. Okay, yeah, miserable defeat. We made it an awful lot further that time. I do think that this is a little... especially with there being such a small number of different enemies. It's like you get exactly the same encounters every run. Not just on the bosses, but like everywhere. And that's I kind of think that's maybe not great. So we can see our higher level spirits here. Adding more HP than strength from Naudus. That's interesting. Mikolos bringing an awful lot of crit. Only +2 power from Lani. Actually, can I... just have a word real quick. Yeah, why would we use this one when we have this one? I love the deads. How do I access that? Because I can't click. I guess I don't. I guess we don't get to see the menu of our deads. Okay, this is the Kickstarter monument here in town. It's weird how many video games are about settings that just happen to include Kickstarter. Okay. So you probably were getting the idea of it from the tone, but I think we might cut the series there. There's a couple of adventures. There's some interesting stuff going on, and I absolutely love the presentation of this. But it does seem like it's going to be very much the same from run to run, right? And I don't know that I want to go through the full, what was that, like 5 or 6 areas of stuff we've already seen, just seeing it over again. And I guess, like, you know, our characters will come up different. We'll get different draws from the decks, but yeah, I don't know. I think that may be where we leave it for today and for the series. Which is not to say that I will not, in my free time, continue to push forward and see what is at the end. I do think there's some neat stuff going on here, but repetitive stuff maybe not necessarily the best for the channel. So when you come back next time, there's going to be something brand new in this slot. I have such a list of games, of games to come. I hope y'all are excited, and we'll see you then.